got something other than a swan today. It's like a young pheasant. I've seen the dad up here somewhere. He's just gone into the bushes. You can see him through there. There he is. There's a lot of weed. Look at all that. Not just a duckweed, there's like that small sort of lily stuff. Not seen this boat for a long while. Don't know whether it's moved on or it's out on the hard standing. And once again we've had some torrential rain and the inside of the boat is bone dry. Not a drop, which is excellent. However, what you can't get around, I don't know if you can see that, just there. Should we have a closer look? Look at this little fella. You can see it's cobweb there, so every time I get in the boat after a period of time I got a face full of cobwebs. Sorry mate, I'm gonna have to move you. Don't know how long it's taking you, but I'm sure you'll build another one for my next visit. Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel, welcome back to the boat. So in today's video we're going to be looking back at some of the things that I've done to the boat since I bought it in April, and at the end of the video there'll be a little bit of a sneaky preview as to what I'm planning on doing to the boat. So that's coming up later on in the video. But before we get started, I just want to say a huge thank you to everybody who's subscribed recently. In the last week I've just hit the 4,000 mark. I'm just slightly over that now, and it's absolutely brilliant. I mean, it's not just the boaty side, it's also the van side, which obviously is where the channel started, Casper Van Life. But this is the Casper Boat Life sort of playlist. It's like an offshoot that runs in parallel with the Casper Van Life videos. And yeah, 4,000 subscribers, so huge thank you to everybody who's hit that button. And for those of you that haven't, then please still hit that button, because there's probably 90% of you that watch these videos are just not subscribed at all. So please just hit that subscribe button. It takes seconds to do, doesn't cost you anything, and don't forget to hit that bell icon as well, so you get reminded of future videos, either in the boaty side or the van side. Right, into the video. So like I say, I bought the boat back in April. I've had it in the marina all that time. I've been out on one or two trips, some of them a little bit more stressful than others, but yeah, loads more trips planned, especially north towards Lancaster. There's so much up there that I've not explored yet. 42 miles of canal without any locks at all. There's also the Glasson branch, which I can go down, which there are 5 locks. I think there's five locks on there, which I will do one day, because I really want to try doing a lock just for the experience and just to learn, really. So that'll be coming up in future videos. But also on the boat itself, I've done quite a few modifications, so I'm just going to take you through those now to show you what I've done so far. So this was one of the first things I did. It's looking a bit of a mess at the minute. It's a bit of a storage container, but that's because of one of the other projects I did. I've took things out of there and I've just put them in here out of the way for now. But what I did is I sorted this tap out. This was all back to front. I did some work in there, put a water bottle in, redid the pipe. All these little bits I'm going to be showing you, there's all previous videos that you can have a look at. They'll be all linked in the description below. So yeah, that was one of the first things I did. I redid the sink, and I'm still undecided as to whether I'm going to keep the sink, but for now it's a storage unit. And of course, one of the first things I did was make this pontoon a lot safer and better to walk on. You can see I've put all new mesh down that's not rusty and brittle. Got a nice little rubber mat there, and that goes all the way to the end. So in the wetter months, this is going to be a lot safer to walk on. And then I did the canopy. This was leaking like a sieve. You can see all the little white marks there. That's all sort of, it's called Dr. Boat. It's like a tacky glue sealant. So all these little holes have all been filled. I redid this framework so to sort of push the canopy up, as you can see there, and yeah, and I re-dyed the outside of the canopy along with a coat of Fabsil. And this, out of all the projects I've done so far, has probably been the most successful. It's not the most aesthetically pleasing, but it doesn't leak at all now. It's absolutely dry as a bone in here, even after torrential rain. So that was a really good project, well worth doing, and saved me a lot of money. I then went on to take up the old carpet tiles, and I replaced it with this one piece of carpet that's all been whipped around the edges. It's had a hole cut out for the table leg, and that just sits in there, and you can see those are the old carpet tiles that were underneath, which I use as a sort of underlay now. But that is much nicer and just makes the cabin a lot more cozy. And you might see what's coming up next there. And yes, you've guessed it, it's the table. This I'm really pleased with. I think it looks smart. It's got this nice EVA fake teak decking that you stick on. I cut this to size, painted it, and this actually lifts off the table leg and it drops down into that section there to form part of the bed, where these cushions come down and it makes up a full bed. But the other section, where does that come from? I'll show you. It's this. It's my engine bay tabletop cover, complete with stainless steel cup holders, the same fake teak decking, all painted to match the table that's in the cabin, and that just fits on there like that. You can see the brackets there. Previously, when the engine was running and any wind or draft would blow through there, and it was a lot noisier, whereas now that just sits on there, drops into place, doesn't go anywhere. You've got somewhere to put your drinks, somewhere to lean on when you sat there. It stops you know who from pecking me, but also that lifts out, and yes, you've guessed it, fits perfectly in there to make a full platform there for the double bed. And most recently I worked on this sort of storage shelving area. It was an area that had shelves in, but they weren't the best, and down here, this area here wasn't being utilised, so I've now got storage under there, I've got storage in there, and then I've got these shelves. But I've got a lot more to do on this yet, and that's going to be coming up in future videos, which I'll tell you about now. So behind there is my electrics. They're not very elaborate, but they do need redoing. Well, I think they need redoing. So I'm going to be taking that panel down. I'm going to be creating a whole new panel that's not on a stupid angle like that. Probably similar to that, really, something similar to that, but more of like a control panel with all my fuse board, switches, whatever I decide to do. I'm also going to incorporate this, which is my Bowden's power station, 150 watts I think it is, and what I want to do is all the electrics that are up there run off the main crank battery, and I want to utilise this over here and have just some basic electrics, lighting, charging points, stuff like that running off that. So that's going to be an up and coming video as well. I also want to tackle these curtains. I don't like them. As you can see, they don't block out much light, so if I'm ever sleeping on the boat, that's going to be a nightmare. So I need some blackout curtains up there, and I'm not keen on these bungee springy things, so I want to sort of create some nice sort of surround, sort of a pelmet that covers it all, that hides all the rail. I might use similar rails to what I use in my camper van. So yeah, that's another job I want to have a go at. I also need to tackle the cover on the escape hatch as well. Maybe with some kind of mesh so I can open up the escape hatch, let a bit of draft in, but keep the bugs out. This seat needs sorting. Since I've shortened it, it moves a little bit, and when you sit on this, it does that. You see a bracket there that it sits on, but it needs a bracket underneath to stop it sliding that way, so that's something else I need to do. This is quite a useful area, but this is okay, but I see I've got a little rubber mat there. What I'd like to do is cover it in that stuff to match, all on the top of there, so it'll be a nice non-slip surface to put drinks or binoculars or scissors, and yeah, it'll just tie in with the rest of the boat. But out of everything I've done so far, that was the biggest job, the trickiest job. It was quite intricate, a lot of angles to cut, but well worth it, and I'm really pleased with that. This area is going to get added to. I want to put some extra dials in here for fuel, and also a sort of nav aid which tells me what speed I'm going, which direction, all that kind of thing. So I've seen one that'll fit nicely on here somewhere. That is the similar thing, but it doesn't work very well. It's got a depth sounder on it as well, which again isn't great, so I might think about replacing that. These switches are okay, I'll probably keep those. Oh, and I need a button down here or over here for the horn. I need to fit a horn because I ain't got one. I have to shout. All this area is going to change. That step, as you can see, it's quite a deep step, which is quite difficult for my mum, because if you've seen her on previous videos, you'll know she's not the tallest. It's even a struggle for me sometimes, especially when you're carrying stuff. So I'm going to be building some sort of storagey platform, step, thing, seat. I haven't decided yet, but that's all going to change, as is this side. I don't like this framework under here. It's wasted space having that bar there. So again, I'm going to build up some kind of storage unit, sit the seat on top, and do something with these. The battery's under that one. That one is just a box which is hollow but wasted space. It's not used as storage, so that needs looking at as well. In addition to that, this area will probably get boxed in to hide all that, but obviously make it easy enough to be able to get to whenever I need to, which I will do. And I think for now that's quite enough to be getting on with. So there you go, that gives you a bit of an insight as to what I've done so far, if you've not been following the channel, and also any projects and jobs and modifications that I'm going to be doing in the future. So it's just a short one today. Massive thank you again for getting me over the 4,000 mark. I hope you enjoyed that one. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next video. And don't forget to subscribe and click the bell icon and give us a thumbs up and comment down below. All those things, just do them. Brilliant. Sounded like Paul Whitehouse then, didn't I? Our boat's brilliant. I'll be honest, I was a bit shocked that in this video there was no sighting of the Swan at all. I'm just about to go out the gate and look, and it's just turned up. You're too late, mate. I've been and gone. You're 5 minutes too late. At least you've made the video. That's the main thing.